Bottom, we've got Gentleman. And his opponent up top, Arilou. And Gentleman's actually got the Snakes. So very similar compositions here. Just minor variants. Ooh, this map is kind of awkward, to be honest. Again, Gentleman's thinking about some mole shenaniganery here. We're gonna back it up and take it home. So this is a weird map. This middle base is gonna be hard to maintain. I mean, Arilou does have the barbed wire, which does help. The moles can crash through that, but it's still cost efficient for the barbed wire player, even if the moles do end up taking it out, because the tanking and slowing down of the army that those wires provides. But I think overall, eventually this map does tilt into Arilou's favor. I mean, it's really awkward. He's got 3 cabins over here, you know. Can't underestimate that. But I kind of see this like splitting 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock for Arilou. And 9 to 6, or I should have said 6 to 9, nice, for Gentleman here. Quick expand for Gent. But again, this is an awkward base for Arilou. I'm curious what he decides to do. If he's just going to go for it, you know, plant his flag there in the middle of the map and say, hey man, I'm taking this and I'm going to live or die on this base. Or maybe he's going to be sneaky, take this 3 o'clock base. He does have some like nice natural defense, you know, for that hidden base in the 3 o'clock position out of those cabins if he does choose to go that route. But honestly, I don't think I would hate to see Arilou really just try to get this middle base because he's got barbed wire. But no, Arilou is actually just going to be offensive here. Good sell on the farms from Gent, building his own desperation moles, but Arilou's got the tempo. He's got more squirrels right here, right now, but Gentleman does have the defender's advantage, so even though Arilou does have a higher squirrel count on paper, he doesn't have them all here on the front lines. And keep in mind, this is rough to attack into because that mill is going to tank a lot of damage. Bold plays here from Arilou. Putting his tournament life on the line with this attack. He's going to move in. Some good target fire so far, but that's just so many squirrels from the Gentleman. Is Arilou going to pull back? Yeah, he kind of has to. And this leaves him vulnerable to a counterattack from Gentleman if he wants. But no, Gentleman just wants to take his farm, man. That's all he wanted in the beginning. Arilou's out here bullying him. Just trying to throw down a farm. Okay, Gentleman's showing the aggression this time around. Actually denying this mill would be huge. But I think maybe Arilou's got enough units here to defend. It's going to be close. He does have the defender's advantage. It looks like Gentleman's busting through. And this can snowball very quickly with moles, man. Once they start getting up onto those warrens, the game can end very, very fast. Arilou has to hold this. He loses a single warren there. But he pushes Gentleman back for now, but Gentleman's just got so many moles here. Arilou really wants that farm, but he just can't get it right now. Yeah, he needs that barbed wire. He needs to put some barbed wire up on his warrens, probably. Hiding behind this mill is very smart. This is what it's going to come down to, man. Who's got the better control? Who's got the better decision-making on this engagement? Arilou slowly getting that mole count up. He can't afford to let this go if he really needs to, but he doesn't want to. Ideally, this mill will tank until the very last second, where Arilou swoops in and saves the day. But alright, Gentleman's going to hurk him in. He's got so many moles here, there's just no saving this mill. But can Arilou clean this up is the question. It's getting close. But it looks like Arilou is going to hold for now. Oh, that is actually huge, because now Gentleman is the one who has to sell everything off and go home, and Arilou can use that as an opportunity to attack in if he so pleases. But keep in mind, Gentleman did get a lot done in that engagement. He killed off a mole warren. He killed off a gristmill. And Gentleman did sneak that 5th farm up. I'd love to see Arilou really utilize these campfires over here, man. When we're so clutch like this, you don't want to waste that 60 food on a mill when all you can really put on the mill is like 1 farm anyways. He's actually going to do Bofa here, which is a little surprising. I figured he would save the money from the mill. Ooh, and Gent senses a lull in the aggression. He kind of saw the mill being taken. He knew that the cabin was getting cleared out over there. Decides he's got a chance to get out some skunks, but very smartly, Arilou also getting into some skunks of his own. So we are going to stabilize here after that very close, intense early game into a proper mid-game maybe. Arilou's thinking about moving out again. Gent does get the confirmation on that campfire. Yeah, now I think this is kind of anybody's game here. We've kind of reset. It's close enough. Arilou being very bold, though. Going up to 3 additional farms if you count that campfire. And that is the kind of economic lead that can really just win you the game. But it is quite risky. And Arilou decides, too risky for now. Sells off those additional farms. And it is kind of getting ready to hold here. The skunks are out for Gentleman, and he's got the pigeons, which can make an absolute huge difference in this fight. Only 1 skunk on the front line for Arilou. He desperately needs to rally his second one. Luckily, that tier 2 Warren is just right there next to the front anyways, and here comes the Gentleman. Oh, dude, I can't handle it. It's so tense. You're so close. Are the pigeons going to make a big difference here? Both armies are starting to clash, and either player really diving in onto the skunk of their opponents. I think Gentleman came out on top on that one. And we are so far into this game, the first bases are just long gone. And that extra campfire that Arilou has could make a big difference here. Ooh, catching Gentleman's skunks out a little bit, but those pigeons really saved the day. Gonna land into the water, though. Oh my god, that 1 skunk gets so low, but it's gonna live for now at 2 HP. Arilou really, really looking for that tier 2 kill. Gonna slam in, but both players are gonna barely make it out. This map is insane, dude. This is one of the craziest games I've seen in a long time. I'm just being so close, man. Alright, Arilou looking for another engagement here. Keep in mind the farm count is lying to us a little bit. And Arilou's actually up 1 farm here because of that campfire. And what's going to be the move? Arilou trying to plant his flag out here in this territory. He wants Gentleman to have to come in and fight him into the water. Slow down his units a little bit. And this is very tense for both sides. You gotta make very difficult decisions here. Can I sneak out an extra farm? Do I need some more moles? What is the exact right use of my money? Gentleman trying to get in that skunk gas harassment. Oh, but is he gonna lose the skunk? He gets so close, these pigeons. Really paying off for Gentleman, but Arilou is gonna commit in. Changes his mind and goes home, though. He's got that bridge to help get his units out. Gentleman is actually running low on tier, what's the word I'm thinking of? Core tier 1. And dude, these pigeons has saved these skunk butts so many times this game. Good lord. Like 4 or 5 times at least, that pigeon healing made such a big difference. Alright, again, Arilou still just a little bit ahead on economy. Oh, he's gonna find a window to get some value here. Takes out a mole, and he's gonna commit onto the farm. And he does get the pig, which is huge. But now he's got to deal with Gentleman's army. Gentleman is hesitating if he wants to actually hard commit or not. Gonna pull back into this water. Both players kind of clashing heads like budding rams and then backing off for a minute. However, mission successful for Arilou there. He traded efficiently enough. He killed a farm, and he got back home. Really, really impressive that neither side has lost the skunk, by the way. Alright, man. I think I'm in Camp Arilou this game, as much as these pigeons have been godsends here for Gentlemen. Arilou is boasting the economic advantage, and Gentleman's thinking about a hard commit here. Arilou looking for the right angle. He's going to commit onto one of those skunks, but good micro from Gentleman, pulling it back just in time. Losing a lot of his other units, so Arilou skunks are also getting low. We might actually see a skunk death here, 2 HP. Oh my god, Arilou desperately needs reinforcements. Now Gentleman's time to strike and try to get some of that bacon. Gotta be careful with these skunks in the gas. One skunk goes down, the other skunk was about to die, but Arilou sold the tier 2 Warren. And that's a huge victory for Gentleman. Gentleman's economy is drying up, but he's still got his skunks here. He sniped one of Arilou's skunks, and Arilou had to sell off the other one. That was very clutch from Arilou. And now he's just down to Squirrel Mole to try to hold this off. Get some decent damage on that skunk. But really, I think Arilou needs to kill the supporting units here. Knock out the pigeons, knock out the squirrels. Leave those skunks alone and vulnerable. Arilou's still got... No, actually his campfire is bone dry now. So it's only a 1-farm lead for Arilou. But Gentleman's still got this skunk-pigeon combo up and rolling. Other than that, he's lacking a lot of tier 1. But you can get quite a lot of value out of this skunk-pigeon. Alright, Arilou realizes now's the time to strike. No, he pulls back. He wants to keep as many units alive as possible. They do make it back to the safety of their territory healing. This extra little bit of skunk gas, so actually ends up getting a few tier 1 there for Gent. Oh my god, those skunks are getting so low. Arilou thought about the hard commit, but is gonna pull back. Only the squirrels left. Gonna have to sell down a little bit. This game is so close, you guys. Oh my god. But the tech difference here is really in Gentleman's favor, but he doesn't have a lot of those supporting units left. And Gentleman very soon is not going to be able to rebuild this stuff. You know, he's down to 1 farm. Even trying to reproduce tier 1 at this point is a chore. And this is starting to look good for Arilou. Gentleman's going to have to sell down. He's only got moles now. And I think Arilou can strike in, man. It's hard to tell, though. It's a lot easier for us to see with the God mode vision here. Arilou playing it safe, just slowly starting to rebuild those farms, trying to snipe these skunks. He just needs to kill the pigeons, man. He's got to kill these supporting units. Again, he just keeps coming in, poking and prodding, killing what he can, waiting until his units are weak, backing up, healing, rinse and repeat. Gentleman is now starving! And he doesn't have a lot of units left. Is Arilou gonna hard commit? No, he's just still gonna bob and weave. He's still just trying to knock out as many tier 1 from Gentleman while keeping his all alive. And he's been doing a damn good job of it. And this time around, maybe the skunks are not gonna win. I do think Arilou can just push in and win, but he's being super careful here. And that is going to be that. Gentleman's going to have to tap after losing these skunks. And man, what a close back and forth match.